Well, hello champions, and welcome to It's Dawny time. Today we are cooking in Wawny'S kitchen. Y'all see that black iron skillet going on there. And today I'm going to show you a quick and easy recipe on how to make homemade Mexicorn. So, if you want to see my tips and tricks on this recipe, then keep champions. So as you can see, I am sauteing onions, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and onions. Okay, and I'm sauteing it in butter and olive oil because I cook with olive oil. And so I start out sauteing these because once they get sauteed up, then I add my corn. Now I'm going to add some seasonings to it as well, and those seasonings are going to be garlic powder and a little seasoning salt and a little pepper. Okay, so y'all know I don't measure nothing out, so I'm just going to add my little garlic powder. And all of this is for flavoring. I'm going to add me a little pepper. And I hope y'all are having a nice day. And then I'm going to add a little sea salt. I was going to use some seasoning salt, but I decided to go with just some seasoning salt. Some sea salt. And we just gonna saute this up. Now, I used a shortcut because I'm trying to hurry up and get through cooking. So I used the frozen, it's called and it's from the Kroger brand. 3-pepper and onion blend. Onions, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, and yellow bell peppers. It's called Recipe Beginnings. And I get this from Kroger. It's the Kroger brand. It's in the frozen food section. But you can chop it up fresh. And normally I have some chopped up, you know, where I bought them fresh and chopped them up or sliced them up or what have you, and I put them in Ziploc freezer bags and put them in the freezer, and then when I get ready to cook with them, I just pull it out. But I seem to have ran out of it, so until they have them on sale again, when they have them on sale again at Aldi's, ooh, that pepper got me. Excuse me. Until they have them on sale again at Aldi's, I won't buy them until they're on sale, where they be like 3 to a package for $1. The red, yellow, and the green bell pepper. And then the onions, I like the sweet onions, so they'll have them, a 3-pound bag for 99 cents. So until that sale comes up, which it should be coming up soon, then I will buy it in bulk, chop it all up at one time, and then just throw it in freezer bags, and that way I got it to cook with. But this is a good shortcut to buy it already done, already fresh frozen. And like I said, it's the Kroger brand 3-pepper and onion blend, Recipe Beginnings. Okay, so we just gonna saute this up. And when you sauteing stuff, you and see that liquid in there, that's my olive oil and butter. Again, it's all for flavor. Okay, so when you saute this up, you kind of want your vegetables or whatever you sauteing to be kind of soft. You don't want them cooked all the way through, because see, they got to cook some more when I add my corn to it. So we're just gonna let this saute up a little while, champions. So now you can see that they pretty much sauteed. See how I can, you know, cut through them. So now I'm getting ready to add my whole kernel corn. Now, again, you can use fresh corn where you have to cut it off the husk and all of that, but fresh frozen corn is just as good. Okay, so that's what we're using today. It's some fresh frozen corn. And we are going to, it's the whole kernel corn. And again, I'm using the Great Value Walmart. Well, let me pour it in here. We just pour it in. Okay? And you want to stir it all up and mix it all up together. Now, I do have a fried corn recipe. So if you guys want to see how I do that, let me know down below how to make homemade fried corn using fresh frozen whole kernel corn. Okay? So now we're going to add just a little more corn. Okay, champions. So now I have added some more corn. I got my corn in there. And I'm just stirring it all up so that the corn can get that olive oil butter coating on it. And it's all covered in the juices, so to speak, and the seasonings. Ooh, I wish y'all could smell it. It just smells delightful. Just simply delightful. Oops. And so from here, we're just going to let this simmer. Okay, as I said, we done got it all coated good. And from here, we're just going to let it simmer. Because we want this frozen corn to be thawed out, seasoned good, and tasty. So we're going to cover it up and let it simmer. Okay, champions. Now, as you can see, it's coming on along. It's coming on along, y'all. Smells simply delightful. And is it looking like Mexicorn to you? It's looking like Mexicorn to me. Because Mexicorn ain't nothing but seasoning whole kernel corn, bell pepper, onions, and red and orange bell pepper. Well, actually, they don't even have the orange in it when you buy it already made in a can. It's just the bell and the red, the green bell and the red bell. So it's coming on along. And I generally let it simmer. For about, until the water kind of like cooks away. And it has its own little, like a, for lack of a better word, it's not a paste, but it has its own little coating after the water cooks away. So yeah, we're gonna let it cook just a little bit longer. Champions, now as you can see, the water has kind of cooked on away. And now we just in its own juice with the seasonings, the coating on it. So I'm going to turn my skillet down just a little bit because I don't want it to scorch or burn. But it's pretty much done. So, what y'all think about this homemade Mexicorn? Have you ever thought about making your own homemade Mexicorn? It's just a good alternative to buying the stuff in the cans. You get more for your bang when you do stuff homemade, if possible. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I do stuff, but buy stuff in boxes and stuff for the convenience of it all. But on stuff like this, it's quick and easy, made with stuff that I pretty much already have in my home because I cook with it anyway on stuff. I go ahead and just whip it up. Altogether, this would take from beginning to end, take about 20 minutes, if that. And so now at this point, I'm going to turn my heat off because, you know, iron skillets hold heat for a while. And it will continue to cook it. Yeah, you know, iron skillets are like stoneware, even when they hold heat. So even when you turn your heat off, it still is cooking it a little bit, but steaming more or less. So I'm just going to dip my little fork in here and see what this little thing tastes like. Ooh. Ooh. Mmm. 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 Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just turned my heat off. And I'm just going to cover it back up. and let it simmer. Let it continue to cook. Just sit there, cooling down the skillet. So that's it, guys. 20 minutes about from beginning to end, and your homemade Mexicorn is done. And believe me, it's delicious. Do y'all have a homemade Mexicorn recipe that you'd like to share? Put it down below in the comments. You know I like reading my comments. Do you all even like Mexicorn? Put that down below too. If you don't like Mexicorn, you just might like this recipe because it's absolutely pretty doggone tasty. Any other comments? Put them down below. I appreciate you guys. I thank you for watching. I thank you for hanging out in Wawny'S kitchen today. And until next time, champions, each one, teach one. You all have a blessed day. Toodles!